Although he's been in the league for like 4 years, this season Joe is playing some of his best football and quickly is becoming one of the best backs in football. So how did we get here?
Has it wide open for the catch. They win a block. Mixon, and that's going to be a Bengals touchdown.
At Oklahoma, Joe did his thing with the Sooners like it was nothing, and so he decided to leave for the NFL draft after only 2 seasons. Even though he was only a sophomore, my man was still one of the top running back prospects in the whole shebang, and so it only made sense that he would go mid-second round to a lackluster Bengals unit. Over the next few years, Joe solidified himself as a solid every down back in an offense that was quickly changing. When the team drafted another Joe in Burrow last season, there were questions about how the offense would run. But that season, the Mixon man didn't even get much of a chance to show it, as he only played in 6 games. So as you could probably guess from all of this, the expectations weren't crazy high for Joe going into 2021. But although he was under the radar, from the beginning you could just tell that he was going to go off, and he has. After a solid run-of-the-mill start to the season, in his last 6 games this year, Mixon has been on a different level with nearly 500 yards and 9 rushing touchdowns as he made himself one of the most dominant backs in the league. What's even more impressive about his recent play is the fact that he's in an offense with firepower from top to bottom. Usually a back like Mixon would take the literal back seat on a team with studs like Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, but it seems like more and more my man Taylor is trusting him with more of the offense. Well, so far that trust is working out pretty good for not just Joe, but the team as a whole, as they won back-to-back games against Vegas and Pittsburgh when Mixon had over 25 carries. As a whole, the Bengals just look like a better unit on paper as compared to the 2020 squad that had 2 less wins in the entire season. A big part of the reason as to why they performed so much better is the fact that Mixon is putting up some of his best stats of his career. Throughout like 11 and a half games, he has had nearly 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns, which both, by the way, are tied for second with a certain stud in Dalvin Cook. Usually the two aren't talked about in the same breath, but Mixon has done his thing this year, and the stats don't lie. I mean, if Jonathan Taylor wasn't playing on an MVP level, then he would have a chance at the rushing title considering Derrick Henry's injury. But alas, JT is just going off. Anyways, just because another certain stud is going crazy in Indy doesn't mean that Mixon is playing anything short of stellar, considering that he has to share an offense with like 3 Pro Bowl caliber talents. Not just that, but my man is coming off a season where he only played in like 6 games, and yet he hasn't missed a step from beginning to end. With that in mind, what's in store for the former Sooner going forward? Well, hey, by the way, if you're enjoying the video, it'd be awesome if you guys could subscribe. But anyways, back to the vid. Following an injury in the team's last game against LA, Mixon is a game-time decision against San Francisco after missing an entire week of practices. Not great, but could be much worse, and very much has been for my man time and time again. Either way, Mixon is looking to finish off the season as strong as he started it, and I think he has what it takes to help Cincy to their first playoff appearance in a hot second. I mean, he's not by himself, as guys like Burrow, Boyd, and Higgins are all in the same offense, but nonetheless, I think he's a key piece to their success. Although the team has been on a hot streak recently, a rough loss to LA has the Bengals in some weird waters moving forward, in a division that is anything but predictable. Although likely a rough journey ahead, all that I know is that whenever my man Mixon is up on the football field, the team has a shot to win. So if he can come back soon enough, I think they can get back on the right track sooner than later. What do you guys think? Does Joe have what it takes to lead the Bengals to the promised land? Or was he just getting lucky? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Joe Mixon is quickly becoming one of the best players in football seemingly overnight, and somehow he's taken the Bengals along with him.
100 yards rushing, and then some. Mixon shifting gears for the touchdown.
Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below what stuff you want next. But anyway, see you all soon, and peace out.